I think it's time for a Poundworld versus Poundland showdown, the two arch nemesis of the pound industry. And these are a very common style of LED torch. It's long and thin, and it's got the LEDs on the side and it's got LEDs in the end, and a clicky button that in this case, when you click it once, these lights light. When you click it again, they all go off. Click it again, the front light lights. Click it again, they all go off. In the case of the Poundland one, it's got an LED in the end, and you click the button, and then this one lights, and then you click it again. So it's three different positions: front, side, and off. So the Poundworld one, I have to say, when I saw it, I thought, how do they even fit the batteries in that? And sadly, the way they fit the batteries in it is like this. It's for tiny, minute little button cells, and to me, that means this is basically electronic landfill, because they're not going to last very long at all. And the likelihood of you having packs of those handy, those little button cells handy, is not as much as, say, for instance, the AAAs that the Poundland one takes. Although having said that, the Poundland one didn't come with batteries, but that's not really uncommon. So this arrangement here, they've got the three AAAs, but a sort of spacer that basically takes up a fourth position just to pack the battery compartment up. So let's open them up. I think this one's going to be the hardest to take to bits, so let's take the Poundworld one to bits first. Out come the batteries. I'm looking at the wrist straps here. I mean, I say wrist straps, what is this designed to go around? It's not going to go around the wrist. Is it designed for other bodily appendages maybe? This one's a bigger one, but having said that, for my size of hands, I don't think that's going to happen. Right, so let's pop this off. They both have a magnet in the back. Ironically, they both get the same polarity of magnet, so they both repel. Not that that's really of any great significance. So let's get a screwdriver in and pop this open and see what's inside it. I'm not expecting any great surprise. I'm expecting a couple of wires going down to the battery compartment. The switch may just be a loose switch. I don't know if it'll be in the circuit board or not. And then a separate circuit board maybe for the three LEDs here, and then possibly just the LED in the end just wedged into the plastic with some wires going up to it. Let's reveal its dark mysteries. Oh, actually it's one circuit board. Right, oh that's interesting, yep. It's one circuit board with one of the connections of the switch going straight to the battery holder, and the other two connections of the switch going onto the circuit board, which then, without any current limitation, which is not really a surprise because it's just little button cells, feeds the three straw hat LEDs here and then a focused LED at the end on the circuit board. So that's a reasonable enough, that's a fairly straightforward construction. It's really what you'd expect. No great surprises. So disappointed at the size of these cells. That is just, it just makes, you know, when you see something like that, it just looks like an interesting little light, and then you see the tiny little button cells, and it's not so great. I should mention, I'll probably mention this again in the future, button cells are not for kids to play with. If a child eats a button cell, it has majorly bad effects on its intestines and can cause death. That's not so great. This does not have a screw to hold that cover shut. It's quite easy to get it open, so this is not going to be a good children's toy, this little torch. The button cells, I'm not sure. There are a couple of theories on what goes wrong. Some say that the chemicals come out of the cell when it goes into the stomach's digestive acid, but I think it's also an issue that as the stomach pushes these batteries through, when the battery stays stationary for a while, it causes damage to the cells by current flowing through the tissue, and it can perforate the intestines. They're nasty things, button cells. They can cause a lot of damage to kids, so don't let kids play with button cells. These are a lot harder to swallow. I've not tried swallowing one of them. This is clipped together. I think I'm going to get the spudger into this. So let's see if I can pop this. I should mention the button in this one it's obviously a sort of tactile clicky button inside, but they've got this, basically they've made a plastic hinge on this button here just by moulding it into the casing with this slot round here, but you can see the sort of stress fracture there, so that might just pop off at some point. I was going to say, is this going to come off? And yes, it most certainly is, but a sound of it. Oh, right, there it goes. Ah, right, so this one it's got a limiting resistor here. The value of the resistor is green, brown, gold, which is 5.1 ohms. It's 5.1, and then because the third band's gold actually divides by 10, so it's 5.1 ohms. And I'm guessing, well, it is quite a large LED at the end, so that is basically the current is either being diverted from, the current goes straight through the battery goes straight through the resistor, and then it either feeds this parallel array of these little straw hat LEDs, or all that current goes to this high output LED at the end. So that's a fairly straightforward design as well. That's okay. So the winner is absolutely the Poundland one. It's not a super mega torch, but it's actually not that bad. It's fairly good implementation. It's got scope for hackability as well. So yes, Poundland versus Poundworld. Poundland wins this particular competition.